Well, after another fun, exciting season, the National Football League's playoffs have finally begun. And once again, my Carolina Panthers failed to make the cut. That's 5 years in a row. But such is life when you're a sports fan. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Some years your team is on top, some years they scrape the bottom. But no matter what, either way, like a fly on a pile of poop, we always come back for more. And why would we subject ourselves to the highs and lows of fandom? Because it's fun. We love to see our team completely annihilate their opponent. And if they happen to fall short in a close game, we don't mind that too much. The only time it's not really fun is when your boys, or girls as the case may be, get absolutely crushed from start to finish. There's nothing more demoralizing than that. I'd love to tell you that I've never had to experience such a hardship, but sooner or later it happens to every sports fan. As soon as the clock starts, the other team jumps all over the good guys, and before you know it, they build a seemingly insurmountable lead. Of course, as a fan, you have a choice. You don't have to suffer through it. You can leave or turn off the TV. The players, however, don't have those options. They're pretty much expected to stay for the whole game. But make no mistake, they do have other options. They can give up and look forward to the next game, or they can do the harder thing. They can give it their all, fight with all their might, and try to mount a comeback. And there's nothing better in sports than to witness your team pick themselves up off the ground, defy all odds, come back from near dead, and walk away victorious. If you follow the NFL, you saw it this past weekend. Saturday night, the Jacksonville Jaguars hosted the Los Angeles Chargers. And let me tell you, if you're a Jaguars fan, the first half of that game was abysmal. Their quarterback, Trevor Lawrence, started the game with a record-setting first quarter, but not in a good way. He was the first quarterback to ever throw 3 interceptions in the first quarter of a playoff game, and he added one more in the second for good measure. With 25 seconds left before halftime, the Chargers were up 27-0. In the history of football, only 2 other playoff teams have ever come back from a deficit like that. No one would have blamed them if they had thrown in the towel and started looking ahead to next season. But they didn't. Little by little, they chiseled away at that lead. And then, as time expired, Riley Patterson kicked a 36-yard field goal to give the Jags a 31-30 victory over the Chargers. What a comeback. I admitted I had already gone to bed. You know, one of the reasons I'm a sports fan is because of how often it mirrors life. Sometimes I'm winning, sometimes I'm losing, sometimes I'm crushing it, and sometimes I'm being crushed. And when that happens, I've got choices to make. I can throw up my hands in the air, wallow in self-misery, and quit, or I can do the harder thing and try to mount a comeback. Friend, you and I are comeback people. And we're comeback people because we have a comeback God. When Jesus died on that cross, it seemed as if all hope was lost and the Almighty had been defeated. But on the third day, Christ was raised from the dead and won the greatest victory the world has ever known, staging the greatest comeback of all time. So when life knocks you down, when it seems as if defeat is imminent, when it feels hopeless, remember we always have hope. We're never out of the game. We have a comeback God. I'm Pastor Stephen Mims, and that's your word for Wednesday. May God bless you.